AE Missionary Conference teachers and session leaders, I have just been able to figure out a way to pull in Vimeo chat in the way that AJ kind of does it for the question and answer periods on his YouTube sessions. We can actually pull in the Vimeo chats in our sessions on that. So it basically extends the chat that I've done for our church, which is something that Aaron PK actually did for the YouTube stuff. So I was able to extend that, and now I was able to extend it for Vimeo on that. And so I can show you how we can set that up using OBS, and it's a Chrome extension, so you need Chrome to do that and probably a second display in order to do that. But you can probably get that all set up. So I'll quickly walk you through how to install the extension and set it up in OBS and use it. So what you need to do is basically go to the extensions in Chrome. So you're going to go to your settings menu here, and then down at the bottom here, you're going to click here under extensions, and then you're going to turn on developer mode. Now, don't get us scared for that. You just need to be able to turn on this to be able to click load unpacked extension. So all you need to do is click on load unpacked extension, and then you're going to need to have the zip file that is there. So I've already extracted the zip file from my downloads folder. You will have the zip file all uploaded to the files in the group, and I'll also leave it in a link down in the from a Google Drive there with the version that has it. So it's just a zip file, so you can just extract it, and then it'll be the live overlay folder. So you just select that, and then just click select there in order to uh, install the extension there. So here we have live overlay 0.14. So that is all that you need to do to actually install the extension. So once you have that, if we actually go back to the sessions here, we can have, I've got some chats here, and what we need to do basically is click on this three dots here, and we're going to click pop out. And when we pop it out here, we're going to see some stuff happen that is different than what normally happens. So I'm going to maximize this here. So what normally happens, you're not going to get this black area here at the bottom without the extension. So the extension has been installed, and you can see. So if you don't see this black area here, then the extension didn't work correctly installing that. So just make sure that it goes and you see this here. So once the extension is installed, you can basically go through and you can click on something here, click on one of the chats, and then you can see that it's going to highlight that chat, and the extension is going to be there. You can clear it using the clear button here. You can go back. So the ones that are here, another message, these are the ones that you would be chatting back with, which is kind of cool because the ones that for our church, we have to actually go out to YouTube and use the YouTube chat functions, but this is kind of nice to be able to have Vimeo to be able to chat back and forth on chatting back and forth here. So, so we can actually interact over the chat with this here. Obviously, if you're doing a pre-recorded video, you can't do that, but we can now take this. I'm going to actually go back to the full screen here, and you can actually see full screen, another chat. I've already got that set up. So I can actually click on my other screen here, and I can click and I can get more set up there. So I'm just going to switch to another way so that I can show how you can set it up in OBS to be able to uh, set up the screen capture of the window. It's just a window capture. So I will just do another instance of OBS. So in OBS, we're just going to do some sort of capture of the window or display. So probably what you will need to have is a second or third, or in the case of AJ, one of his 8 displays um, to use that. So what we can do, I'm just going to take this and then we'll just pop this out here, and we'll make that. Actually, I'm just going to make it so that you can see both displays of the computer there, so that we can do that. And then we'll bring this over to the other display there. So we have that. And then we just sign in here, likes PC, and then agree. Okay, so we have the chat stuff there, so we could click on any of the ones to highlight stuff on that. And then what we need to do, let's go back to OBS, and then we can add something here on there. We can a window capture or display capture. Let's just do a display capture just for fun, because I don't need to do anything else with thing there. Actually, I already have capture set up there. Yeah. So now what we have there is we can just basically, once it's there, then what we need to do is just grab the grabbing. I'm just not doing single screen so you guys can see things easier. Okay, so we're just going to alt click on that, and then we're just going to drag it down. I think it's alt. Maybe it's control click. Or it's different for Windows and Mac. It is. And then you're just going to make it so that it's just down towards the black area there. And then we're going to do this up here. You know what? I think I might have thing. Anyways, let's do Control Z and Control V with the latest version of OBS that was great on that. This. That was Control Z. Alt. There was, okay. So it is Alt. So we just grab the area of the black for the chat, and like so, like that. And then I'm just going to grab the end of here like that. Let's bring in just so that we have that. Now what we need to do is basically, I'm just going to right click on this. I'm going to go to filters, and then I'm going to add a filter, and it's going to be a color key. I'm going to just call it black because I'm going to take out the black. Change the color here to a custom color. Change select. Change it to black. Click OK on that. And then it takes out all of the black because the background color of it is different and it's not quite black there. So that works well for that. And so we'll click OK on that. And then we have a nice transparent background. So now that we have that, we can move it around. You can see my living room there. We can move it around wherever we want it to be. And so that's great. And set that up. My mouse is not cooperating over remote desktop there, but you get the idea. And it'll probably be down wherever it's going to be. So just design however you want your screen to be there. Okay, so now let's go to second screen so that we can see that, and then we can play with the extension. So we'll show all screens. Okay, then we'll basically we can clear this out to clear it away. And then we can click on any of the ones here. And then we get chats that come in. And we can clear them out. So if you want to bring it up, just like AJ does on the Q&A, we can bring in Vimeo chats when we do our sessions. I will just go over the options that are available in the plugin to change the colors on stuff. So I'll just bring up a chat there, and then you can click on the options there. And then here you can change I would actually not change the background color, because if you change it, then you may not, if you make it black, then it's going to change things around, but you could potentially change it to a different color. And then you can, so author background color is the background behind the author there. So then we have author text color. So you could make that white if you wanted to, or something like that. So if you click on that, it gives you a color selection on that, etc. Then we have chat message color. So that's the background of the chat color. So we don't want to do that. And then you can change the colors around there. Then here we have, as I mentioned, I think before, when I was coding up the extension, there's a function here to use the person's full name or use only the person's first name. So if you check that off, and then you can just basically close that out. So we want to click the save button there, then close that down. Then next time you pull up a chat, it's only going to show the person's first name. So you can switch that out on that. So that's basically those. Here there's anonymous users if that really doesn't apply for Vimeo there, because the names should come in. That should be okay. So if you have any questions with that, I'm not sure how you would bring it in with ATEMs and upstream, downstream key and all that kind of stuff. That's I don't know. Well, maybe AJ can go over that with his sessions and stuff on that. Anyways, that's how we can use the Chrome extension that I made there. So the zip file will be up on the files of the group and also in the link as a Google Drive extension, so you can download that and follow the instructions in this tutorial on how to do that. Hopefully you'll like using this. If there's any problems, just hit me up, and you can direct message me or hit me up in comments on the post here. And hopefully you will get good use of this so that people can interact with the sessions that you're going to be doing this Saturday. I'm so excited for this, and I appreciate all the hard work that you guys have all been putting into this. I just know that God's going to do something for his glory and honor, and God bless you all.